So basically, we've gotten the question a couple of times, what is an associate expert? And I actually want to address that. It's really not that complicated. When we put together ExpertZone, the real idea is, we've got here in this room 160 of the world's top Windows enthusiasts. And to each other, to our friends, and to our families, in a certain sense, we're technology experts, right? So we want to make that transformation from a Windows enthusiast to a Windows expert. We've got that exp thing going on, like XP. And what we want to do is create a place on the web that is actually a community. And that community has Microsoft participation, but it also feeds greatly off of those involved in the community. And as more people get involved, and as you guys start to interact with each other and with people that may come to that community, it really starts this momentum, and the thing just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And you just really have this awesome place on the web where people can go for information, for advice, just for cool stuff to do with Windows XP. So as an associate expert, I'll take questions in just a second if you can hold it. As an associate expert, what we've done is invite you guys to be the very first people to get into the community, to see the community, to form that backbone of ExpertZone. So you guys are it. You guys are the top enthusiasts, and you're going to be first in this community. It's really designed to help you guys educate yourselves and in turn educate each other, and even reaching beyond that as we go forward. So that's an idea behind it. I'll take your question.
Available for people around the world, for example, French, Chinese, and Japanese.
Excellent question. The question is, will ExpertZone be available for people around the world? Well, it is the World Wide Web. And you can access ExpertZone from anywhere. You can get into the news groups. There's a lot of you. Who's international? Put your hand up. We got a lot of you here. You're in the public news groups now. You're in the beta news groups. The one difference, and we'll show you in a second, is because this is a U.S.-based program, and because there's a lot of lawyers in the world, you'll see we have a section of the website, and let me bring that up, and I'll show you the home page, and then I'll finish that answer. Here's the home page. Now, as of right now, and I was going to let Tony kind of take this over, but since we're short on time, I'm going to ask you to drive for me. This is the home page. As of today, the only way to get to this home page is to go to Microsoft.com, Windows XP, ExpertZone. You got to type it in manually because we're not linked from anywhere else. We want you guys to have first dibs on this. That address is in your binder. As of Monday, you'll see an ExpertZone link on the left-hand pane and a couple of other places around the Microsoft website. So you basically have several different sections here. The first one you're going to see is our expert columnists. Can I have our columnists raise their hands? They're all 5 here. We have Barb Bowman, we have Jerry Honeycutt, we have Galen Bridgman, we have Sharon Crawford, and Charlie Russell. These guys will be contributing. Every couple of weeks you'll see a different column by one of these folks out here on the site. The first ones to launch us off are actually Barb and Charlie are up there. The other thing we have is Windows XP tips and tricks. And this is where we'll post tips and tricks. There'll be some submitted by the columnists with their associated articles, so it relates to something that they're writing about. But, and this gets back to the international issue, this is the one place where it's U.S. and Canada, void in Quebec, I have to throw that in there, because of the lawyers, where international does not play as much. What we're doing here is we're allowing you guys to submit your tips and tricks. And we take those submissions and we gather them, and the best ones get posted to the site, and you get a Windows XP t-shirt. So that's the one area where, for legal reasons, it's restricted to United States and Canada, void in Quebec. So that's the only area that we're going to have an international kind of snafu. Now, right below the tips and tricks, you have Windows XP newsgroups. And Tony, if you can click that one. This is the ExpertZone Newsgroup portal. Now, these are not our newsgroups. These are the Windows XP public news groups, but what we're doing is pulling them together in one place for you. You can access them either by Outlook or by XNews, either way you want, and get in there and really play. Now, as the product moves along, these probably will change a bit as we add some groups, things like that. But you can always come here and jump into any group that you choose. Tony, if you'll go back one step. And we're doing this really quickly, I apologize. If you can scroll down just a little bit, Tony. We also are going to have links to technical articles. So I mentioned the best of breed content at the beginning, where we have this kind of best of both worlds thing going on. We have editorial stuff from our 5 enthusiast columnists. We have tips and tricks submitted by enthusiasts. And then here we're going to link you out to Microsoft technical articles so you can really see the official stuff that's under the hood that you would use in conjunction with the stuff that's generated by the actual enthusiast activity. And then related sites. We're going to be linking out, if you want to click that for me, we'll be linking out to other Windows sites, other enthusiast sites. If you know of a site that's just a rockin' Windows enthusiast site, maybe it's yours. Send us the link. Might make it onto the page. So we are really trying to build a place where you guys can come and it can just snowball into this place for excitement, for enthusiasm, for knowledge sharing.